Hello, what is up? Welcome back. It is Chaboy Jackie McWolfenstein, and here we are back with some more Digimon. We are bashing through more and more of this game as Hacker's memory draws closer and closer. Let us just continue on and see what we've got next. Alrighty, so because we can't interact with Kyoko and the notice board, I'm hoping that something happens here. And yes, it does. It was either that or we wander back through Eden or something, and that wasn't going to happen. So, let's see what we're up to today. So, Arata actually phones us. This was not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be Nokia or somebody. Hey, sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odabaya, or Odaiba. Oh my god, I wish they had just had simple names in this game. But anyway, Pseudo said that the weekend Examon will be there heading... Pseudo said that the weekend Examon will be heading back there. English Jack, let's go. I've been watching a bunch of games done quick that's on right now, guys, and I have the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater theme stuck in my head, and I don't know. It's just something I thought I'd tell you, but it's obviously clouding my inability, or giving me an inability to be able to read properly, because what an amazing song. Anyways, let's actually head down to Odabai, or wherever this place is, and see if we can bang into our boy Examon again, who should, based on our escapades in not the last episode, but the episode before we did all of the filler stuff, we should be able to hopefully interact properly with him this time, and hopefully maybe even fight him. Now, I don't know if we're going to be mashing with the guy immediately, but let's kick this part off with a little battle, actually, because if you watched the previous episode, which was obviously all of our filler stuff with Pete, with Nakano, with the shopping centre, and the old guy, yeah, we didn't do a lot of fighting. We had some bits and bobs where we were doing some interactions and stuff, I think. I can't remember. We definitely had some fights in the last episode, surely, but at this point, I've tried to put it far from my memory, as it was obviously not the most intense of nonsense that we were getting up to, but anyways, I'm glad that we're back in the fray, we're back to the main story. Hopefully nothing else kind of cockblocks us for the time being, and we will actually be able to take down this massive dragon. Anyways, enough of that chit-chat. Let's swap out Phil for McBug, we'll bring him back across, and we'll also just tip into our items real quick here, and make sure that Phil is in a good spot. Charlie, you're in a good spot now as well, and the SB we will give over here to Phil. That's fine. Alright, can we actually find where we're supposed to be going here? So we're back with Examon up on the rooftop. I guess he's still here. I don't know why he decided to come back, but it looks like Arata's here as well. So let's just walk over and see what's happening, because if this was me in person, obviously I would be a little skeptical, because we've just agreed to meet Arata, even though we know he's kind of losing his mind a little bit. So this whole escapade, this whole part of the game is a bit kind of weird to me. But anyways, here you are. I've been waiting. I'll take care of that big thing first. So it sounds like Arata's planning on soloing Discount Slifer the Sky Dragon here, which is a bit strange in all honesty, but it'd be messy if your buds started showing up. Okay, so I guess he means that if the Royal Knights turned up, he would have to fight them. Pseudo told me all about it. You softened up Examon, right? Well, that's Pseudo, I tell you. He's gonna have to, we're gonna have to speak to him later, because he's starting to really annoy me. This is the one you're worried about, so he's talking about his arm, reference to that. It's pretty convenient being able to devour anything. Eaters, Digimon, even human beings, really. Alright, you better watch yourself, mate, because if you're pointing that weird-ass claw at us, you better be careful. I want to eat and eat and eat, and I can't stop. Dude, you sound like Yuko and Nokia when we go down to the food court. The more I eat, the more power I gain. Dude, he's not going to try and consume Examon, because that is just ridiculous. That thing is fucking enormous. The strange thing is, though, is that it's not as bad as I might have thought, for whatever it's worth. Alright, Arata, if you say so. You're clearly going a bit deranged here. Does that repulse you? I suppose it would have to. No, dude, we don't get repulsed by you in your new form. I mean, you look lovely. The onesie seems like it's going to need some fabrics repaired, but other than that, we just mind when you tell us that you're wanting to eat us and things like that, you know? It's kind of weird. Bit much. It's not like I wanted to do something terrible, says Arata, right after he laughs manically. That's kind of worrying. There was something I'd forgotten to do for so long, and I finally remembered what it was, so I'm going to finish it. And to do that, I need power. More. Okay. It's because I remembered I have nowhere to hide, and all my escape routes are cut off, so I'm moving forward. No matter what happens, I won't try to run or hide anymore. Dude, I don't know if that's completely necessary, Arata. If we manage to secure this Digimon and lock down the town and all of that, like, clear all of the eaters, we'll be able to clear your name. You know, that's like an option, right? You don't have to go full Rambo on us. You're right, let's just leave that for now. The real matter at hand is this huge thing, obviously in reference to the massive dragon that is casually waiting behind him as we talk on the rooftop. Let's see what happens next. So we're back in round 2 with Examon. Now, I'm worried. Are we actually breathing as laboured? So he's hurting a lot more this time. Look. He's actually passing all of its turns, which is really kind of interesting. Now, I should have remembered that obviously this guy is data type, so we should have had more... we should have had more virus types with us. We're going to swap Happy in for Charlie and use Puddles as our healer, because Charlie will get absolutely decimated in this fight. Alright, let's stick around from... like with this for the time being. Now I'm kind of nervous. What is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna is he gonna continuously, is he just gonna miss turns over and over, or is this a boss that we actually have to beat? You can see immediately straight off the bat that Arata, so he doesn't do anything fancy. Straight off the bat we do a lot more damage with McBug. Alright, so that's something to kind of pay attention to. Now on Puddles' turn, Puddles doesn't really do much here, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a turn to put a buff, an attack boost rather, on McBug, and see. Maybe I'm plotting too much for this fight, because with Arata with us and we don't know what he's getting up to, I get the feeling that something's going to happen in this fight that won't just be a case of we have to defeat this guy. I still get put off a little by the fact that the camera doesn't pan round this particular boss, but it's not a massive deal. So we land the crit with Happy, which is nice. Breathing is laboured again. Let's see. Rata with the basic attack does 78. That's not really that much. Regular attack lands on Happy, does absolutely nothing. And then with McBug, Dimension Scissor, this time we've got the 20% attack buff. Critical for 2,500, which is beautiful. Alright, really good stuff here. Now Puddles, I don't know if we need to use a heal. Do we want to do that? We could use Final Aura. Let's do this. Not completely necessary. Honestly, it might have been more useful to give McBug some SB back. What is this? So we've got a Rage ability here in which he gains speed. Fine, I guess. I'm not even going to try and pronounce what it was that he said. Now Happy, let's use Dark Roar. And I'm guessing that Examon is gearing up for something here. We get another crit, which is nice. Abros of Demise. What is this going to do? So we get attack up and crit up. Now this is kind of getting scary. Pendragon's Glory. Is this his big AoE? Oh my goodness, so he... What is going on here? So I think this is... Was that scripted? Was that scripted? I don't know. It looks like the fight's just kind of taking its own turn right now. We've not had control for like 5 turns. What is this? So Puddles gets absolutely devastated. Phil swaps in. That wasn't part of our plan. I don't really know what's going on here. McBug got automatically switched for Phil, and I don't know why. So Phil gets immediately one shot. I don't know if this is part of the fight or not, but that was a really weird exchange. Let's try and resuscitate Phil for now and act as though this is meant to happen or isn't meant to happen. I'm not really sure. Dragonic Impact. I thought that Arata was going to... Yeah, so we are just getting wrecked now. Is this supposed to happen? So McBug comes back into the fight. I'm a bit lost here, guys. Have we meant to actually defeat this? Are we going to get a game over if we mess this up? Now, Happy, you don't do too much, and we can't lose McBug, so let's just play this fight out as if this isn't meant to happen. Or is meant to happen, sorry, I keep saying that. I want a HP spray that gives me full HP. That's it. A very interesting fight, guys. Either this guy is absolutely insanely strong, or that was just a really weird turn of events that were meant to happen. Now, unfortunately, we can't Dimension Scissor, which was an oversight on my behalf. Let's just try and use a Crescent Leaf 3. And then with Ravemon, I think we should try and actually give SB back to McBug here. This is a really strange fight, honestly, but I think we might be okay. Ambrose of Demise, is this when he starts buffing? So his attack goes up and his crit goes up. Alright, okay. Not really sure. Who do we actually have alive just now? We have Butters and we have Tsukuyamon. Not that great, honestly. All of it, I don't know if we should be reviving our party members or not. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to try and push through this fight and see if we can kill him with damage attacks. Because although it's looking a bit grim, we might actually manage to pull this off. I have no idea what's going on. We're just going to play this out as best we can and see what happens. So I think another attack boost should go down here. Let's put it on to happy this time. And if we get another couple of turns, we might be able to actually finish him off. McBug is the big deal, so as long as we survive whatever he's about to do here. Pendragon's glory. Alright, so are we going to lose anyone? Yeah, we lose Ravemon, which honestly is not too big of a deal. Dimension Scissor we're going to use and hope that it crits. Unlikely, but you never know. We do get the crit for 2,400. Oh, my God. What a series of abilities. So I was actually thinking, guys, hold on. Let me just fucking adjust a minute, guys. We need to have a little chat about this. So I thought, as I raise my chair and fall all over the place, webcam's going to relax itself in just a second, I hope. Alright, so the way that fight was kind of playing out, I thought that we were kind of meant to lose all of our Digimon one at a time there, because McBug kind of swapped in and he swapped out, swapped back in. Maybe there was a logical explanation to that, but I don't really know kind of what happened there. Everyone went so fast because Examon got like 4 or 5 turns in a row in which he just absolutely decimated everyone. I mean, Charlie, who's one of our strongest, if not the strongest party member that we have in terms of his intelligence and his level and all that good stuff, right? He just gets one shot immediately. And then we lose our ability to kind of revive and stuff unless we wanted to use items. Now, luckily, McBug comes through absolutely clutch. And we managed to still survive that. But I think, had we not had more death pen abilities there, that fight would have been a lot dicier. We get 30,000 yen, 1,700 XP, and we pick up yet another Memory Up DX. Alright, let's see what the game has to say about this next part. So Examon is looking thoroughly dishevelled. He looks like me after I've had one too many beers with my friends. But this one, it really is too big for me. I'm never going to be able to eat it all. So Arata is obviously going a bit cannibal on us, which is kind of gross. What's up? Something you want to say? Yeah, dude, we want you to quit your bullshit and come back to being the good Arata that we know and love. You're going a bit psycho on us and I don't really appreciate it. I will put my foot up your ass if you want. I know what you want me to say anyway. I mean, it's been on my mind too, the thought that Pseudo could be using me. I mean, you think? We thought you're quite a clever guy, Arata. We know that you know that's what he's doing, but you're just playing into his hands like a fucking absolute pleb. After all, I'm just still a kid. I haven't grown or changed a bit since 8 years ago. Still just a boy. What happened 8 years ago? So I should act like one, right? Do what the wise adults tell me to do to be good. That way, that's what I'm talking about. I think there was in there about getting the power that he wanted and stuff, but I've disappointed you, haven't I? We got along so well up until now. I mean, our relationship was a bit up and down, mate, but we kept you around. You were alright. Look, I'm changing. Stop. I'm no longer the person I once was, says Arata. And then he goes full Jackie Chan off the side of the skyscraper. Don't know if that was a good idea, Arata. I hope he didn't get ahead of himself and he's now currently down the bottom of the skyscraper with 2 broken legs. Because if so, we're not coming to get you, mate. You just threw all of our friendship back in our face. Alright, we do it. I think Examon, for the time being at least, is defeated. Not how I was expecting that to go, but I think we got through it. Luckily, McBug was an absolute monster. He just came through absolutely clutch in that fight. That was ridiculous. So we're back at the office. Very, very interesting. Again, we have to be really grateful for our, not to mention it too many times, but if we didn't have as many death pen abilities, we would really be in a pickle with that fight. That would, we lost so many guys so fast, and yeah, it was kind of frightening actually. Kyoko, and 1 smart cookie. So obviously it was Kyoko that tipped us off about Examon's weak spot, and obviously then we were able to shut him down and then fight him. So that's what she's talking about there, I guess. Examon's activities may have been halted, but Magnamon and the others are still monitoring it. There should be no cause for concern, but they're still keeping an eye on it, just in case. That completes the bond between you and your Digimon. Not only have you successfully courted the Royal Knights to our cause, they've gone past their misplaced trust and their delusions. Be proud of who you are, but obviously that's not the end of the game, right? We have much more to do. You're concerned about Arata Sanada. Actually, I suppose, given how you think, you find that prospect exciting. His skills don't rival those of the Royal Knights, but he's approaching that level abnormally quickly. Yeah, we're kind of getting the... I mean, he sucked up Gallantmon, and then he sucked up most of Examon when he was chilling on the rooftop. Excuse me, Wolfie. I know where I know where Crusadermon is. Alright, this is an important development. I got help from the Kamishiro engineers and analysed all of Tokyo's digital waves. Sure, so it looks like we're actually going to find Crusadermon, who is apparently in Akibara. Looks like we're about to reach the climax of this case. The only remaining Royal Knights who oppose us are Leopardmon and Crusadermon herself, so finding where one of them lurks is a big step. Make haste for Akibara. Okay. So, here we are, into chapter 17, guys. Recollection. Let's just calm down a little bit here. I just need to tone down a little bit, you know. I'm getting a bit carried away in all this madness. Let's check our board. So we do actually have 2 new cases here. We've got Desperately Seeking Babysitter, and we've got Dr. Datamon's Medicine Trial. What do we get for this one? Okay. Doesn't look that exciting in all honesty. And we get a memory up for doing this one, plus a friendship ×3. Now this one does seem a bit more exciting, and as much as I don't want to delve into that right now, I feel like we should maybe just do it and get it over and done with. I'm not sure. Let's take our memory up first of all, and then survey our party, because there's a lot of stuff that we need to kind of go and talk about. So Akibara is our main goal for the main quest, but before we do that, let's dive in here, because I think we should be able to digivolve Chromon. I'm going to nip over and restore all of our guys, because they are pretty messed up after the last fight. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Is Chromon or Ravemon? What? Why the fuck? Chromon was her previous Digivolution. It's not possible right now because our camaraderie needs to be 100%. Now she's at 83, so I think we have an item that can fix that problem for us very, very quickly. Don't worry, don't worry guys. I won't take her onto the field and throw chicken at her again this time. So camaraderie ×10 or ×25. Let's just use this one. Where are you, my friend? Ravemon. That's you. Alright. Let's see what Ravemon's new form is going to be, because I'm quite excited for this. Digivolution, let's go. Not often we get to digivolve our megas, especially at this point in the Let's Play. So let's see who we've got here. Nice purple wings. This is Ravemon BM. There you go. Not much to say other than I would imagine that this is a far upgraded version of Ravemon. So nice. Don't know if we'll be using her immediately, as I always kind of tend to say after these, but for the time being, do we have any more space in our party? Yeah, we do. We've got lots of space, so can we bring anyone else now that we have more space? Could bring across Yang, who's now level 20. Do we want to do that? Don't even know if Yang would fit. We will do that at some point. Let's bring across Chuck, because he's one of our strongest guys. And just make sure that our party has a little bit more beef. Can we actually bring him in? Yeah, there we go. So that's going to pad us out a little bit more, and obviously as we go, Chuck will gain a little bit more XP as well. Now Ravemon is just freshly digivolved, so I'm not sure if I want to use her immediately. Let's actually do a swap here. That's what we'll do. Ravemon, you can swap across, and we're going to bring Yang with us. Yang has learned 20 skills or more. Of course she has. Alright. What do we want to get rid of here? What's our new one? Hellcrusher 1 we're going to get rid of, because we have Hellcrusher 2. And that just makes sense. Alright, now do I actually have to assign Yang's skills? Let me just have a quick look in here. No, we're good. She does need equipment though. And I think I have just the thing that we can give her. Let's give her the Master Guard, because that's something we picked up a while ago and we haven't put it to good use yet. Whether it'll be useful on Yang or not, I'm not too sure, but for the time being, we also should organise our party a little bit better. Let's put Yang down in the bottom, and in the middle we will bring across... Let's bring across Sakuyamon, because she's not had as much love yet. And although she's really squishy, we should take her for a little test drive for now. Okay, now we have to make the decision whether we want to go down to Akibara immediately, or if we want to do other stuff first. Let me just do this, I'll play about with the farms real quick and make sure that we're actually training all of our guys. Okay, so the farm is on training, and I think that now that we've picked up some of our new kids, some of our weaker guys, we should probably pick up this quest. Hopefully it won't take us too long, but if it does, I will obviously scan it down as we have been doing recently and make sure that you guys get only the best and most important bits. So for the time being, let us head down to the hospital and see what we can find there. Because, yeah, I don't really like doing this, guys, honestly. And I know, I can imagine a lot of you guys sitting watching this on your phones or your computers or whatever and going, no, Jag, not the extra quest, we don't give a shit. And honestly, I kind of feel like that too, but I also kind of want to complete most of the stuff that's in this game. And this is a particularly good quest because we do actually pick up a memory stick as well. So what we'll do is, in this area, we'll in fact, here we go, look, we get to see Yang in our full form, which is absolutely fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you for coming down here, Detective. Digimon, what is it that you want? We've got a 4-star quest here. We want to do this as fast as possible. Give us the lowdown. Okay. Virus medicine, data medicine, vaccine medicine, free medicine. This, of course, is still in the testing phase, but it's almost complete. What do you want me to do with this? Okay, let's go through everything step by step, shall we? Alright, sure. Please get 4 Digimon in this digital space to take the medicine. Of course, you'll need to get their cooperation before they actually take the trial. Now we're just going to kidnap a bunch of bastards and stick some needles in their butts. Anyways, please give each of them the appropriate medicine. Virus medicine for the virus Digimon, data for the data Digimon, etc. I will give you full bottles of each type of medicine, but they only need to take a small dose. Please watch their reactions and report back. Remember though, if you give a Digimon the wrong medicine, there may be serious side effects, so be careful. Alright guys, so I was actually being a complete dumbass with this quest. You don't actually have to give the medicine to your own Digimon, you have to give it to other Digimon that are in this area. I thought we could just simply apply it to our own Digimon, but that was a mistake. So just before I start looking around this area, what I'm going to do is we're going to bash off security encounter or high security level 3 to stop us from banging into things, and then we're just going to do this nice and fast. Now up here we have a Meteormon, and I don't know, what did that say? Don't give now. Did he give us a clue there? You're helping Dr. Datamon. Oh yeah, give me that medicine, whichever one is fine. So Meteormon, I'm not actually sure what this guy is, so I'm just going to use the little codex bit to actually find this out, because I'd rather be safe than sorry and mess this up, because I don't actually know what happens if you give them the wrong medicine. Maybe it just turns out that we will be maybe we just end up fighting them or something like that, but this guy is data, so let's give him the data. That's right, I don't mind testing it down the hatch. Okay, I got it. Gulp gulp. Amazing, this is awesome. It feels like the tiredness has left my body, and that you could defeat any Digimon. So we're just going to go around and we're going to make sure that we do the exact same for any other Digimon we find in this area. I guess I'll just give you guys the lowdown, the shortcuts if you like, and yeah, enjoy. Alright, so we managed to hit the right one there. Palindromon is obviously neutral, so that's him done. Alright, Megacapiterimon was virus, he is also donezo. And that only leaves this little Megadramon who we have down there. Now I just need to get down to him. Alright, here we are guys. This is what I believe to be the last one. Now we have managed to successfully give all of the correct medicines out, but honestly it wasn't that difficult. If you don't know which Digimon were which, as I didn't with a lot of these, then all you have to do is check the little manual and it basically tells you as long as you can find them. Okay. All 4 Digimon have been tested. Was it that easy? Okay. Is that as donezo? It looks like it is. Now, I don't know why that was a 4-star. Maybe we were meant to fight more Digimon in the area, making that a little bit harder, but obviously we didn't need to fight anyone because of the high security ability, which I'm imagining the developers would know about. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll take it. Quest over and donezo. And we get a memory up. Cool. There is one other little quest here on the board, but honestly I can't really be arsed doing it, so we're just going to leave it for now. And at some point, I'm guessing we're going to get other quests later on. We might end up just doing them as like a batch bunch. So what I'm instead going to do is we're going to nip in here, we're going to use our memory up, and then we're going to head out and see what we can find, because unless I am much mistaken, we have an appointment down in Akibara. So let's fire away and see who we can find down here. I'm kind of worried with the current party because we do have a lot of Digimon who aren't yet strong enough to be fighting down in any kind of major boss battle, so that's something to kind of remember. Look, what is this guy doing? He's just holding that pose like, holy shit, what's going on? So here's Yuko here. What we're going to do is, before we take any further steps, we are just going to make sure that we save our game in a spot that we're happy with, so if anything bad happens to us, we don't have to come too far back. Alright, Yuko, what's happening? Fill us in on the deets, my friend. Hey, Wolfie. Konnichiwa. Time has finally come. I want to avenge my father's death. I want to finish things with Crusadermon. I don't think we're going to fight Crusadermon again until we get through Leopardmon. But that's just a guess. Wolfie, won't you please help me? Of course we're going to help you, Yuko. What do we look like? Arigato. Alright. And what is happening here? I guess that was us stepping into the digital shift. So normally when we come into digital shift places, digital shifts, we obviously encounter a bunch of eaters. So I would expect that somewhere in here we're going to find one as well. So we've got an Etamon and a Monzimon, which is kind of fun. Love Serenade is Etamon's main ability. Oh my goodness, Sakuyamon takes so much damage there. Obviously being data type, so yeah, that's kind of scary. Let's use a speed charge field here and see if we can kill these guys fast, because Sakuyamon isn't going to do much, honestly. Let's dimension Scissor Etamon, I guess. Okay, onwards. What else can we find in this area? Is there anything exciting? We've got a chest here that we opened a long time ago, and what looks like a bunch of locked off areas. Maybe we'll have access to these when we find our globe, but we'll have to come across that first of all. Let's just escape this fight, because I'm honestly not too fussed about these guys right now. I want to, like, I don't want to encounter too many battles here, but I want to encounter some, because I feel like the XP would go a long way with some of our guys. Okay. So we were planning on going that way, but then it instantly blocked us off. Is the same going to happen here? Yes, it is. Alright, as funny as this is, I don't mind it too much, because it is locking off kind of some of the ways that we have to go. Here we have a Matt Galgamon, and also one of our little star fellas, whose name I forgot. Yang takes a bunch of damage here. Let's see what our Amethyst Mandala can do. Mandala, rather. 190 and 160, not too good, honestly. St. Knuckle 3 is going to do a little bit of damage as well. Crescent Leaf we can use on this guy and try and kill Matt Galgamon. Alright. So that was kind of a fun battle. Nothing exciting really happening though. And Yang is obviously kind of slow right now. I'm wondering if we should swap her out for the time being, because honestly, we don't really need to be using her in this area. I would much rather have a Charlie or a Phil to kind of push through these fights ASAP. What we'll do is actually just regenerate McBug a little bit, because he's feeling the pain. Alright. Onwards. So this leaves us with the only path as this one. So let's find out what we can kind of find out here. We're going to take a left turn because the other two options are locked off. And here we have one of these big guys. Now this is obviously someone who we're very familiar with from the Platinum Tournament. Shakumon. Let's see how much damage we can do to this guy. Okay, we just straight up miss, which is kind of depressing. Let's use Comet Hammer 3 on him. That hits him, but it doesn't do that much damage. Alright, Crescent Leaf 3, this will be a good test, because McBug is really strong. 173, alright, this guy's pretty tanky, I'm not going to lie. And obviously, we know what his main ability is, which is the big laser beam thing that like damages all of our guys. Where he shoots from his eyes. It's Disaster Blaster, I think, is actually the name of it, despite how ridiculous that is. Looks like we're going to be able to finish him off before his turn rolls around, though. Will-O-Wisp Slash is going to finish him off. Alright, nice. Cool. So we have actually kind of bumped into a few new Digimon down here, which is kind of interesting. It seems like if we do need to end up training in this spot, we will be able to have a decent challenge. This area is blocked off too, which lets us go down the little side alley. Now this is where the globe was the last time we came down here, so I'm thinking that maybe the game will just be repeating itself. We're not going to stop and fight the Numemon Vegemon fight though, because honestly we're not that fussed. Alright, so do we have a globe in here? Not quite yet. Alright, straight up ahead. This is all new now, this area we haven't been to. So here's our globe here. We have a medal we're going to pick up first of all and grab that. Flymon. Alright. Let's see. 2 Metal Tyrannomons. Okay, cool. So Charlie is going to have a field day with his Striker of the 7 Stars here. Let's watch it in action. Oh. My boy. Alright. That was nice and easy. We pick up a bunch of level ups there, which is nice as well. Alright, cool. I like how Yang's kind of along with us now. Even though at present she currently isn't completely ready to be fighting, I have a feeling that at some point she will be pretty useful for us. So let's just leave her for now. Alright, so now that we've cleared all of the debris, has that moved everything? No, not quite everything. That's going to block us off. Alright, so the game is actually just putting its hands up at some spots and being like, nah, you're not going that way. Can we go down here again? Or is it going to block us? I know this isn't the right way we're supposed to be going, guys, but I want to be kind of checking to make sure that we're not missing anything, because I don't want to run up past like an important chest or anything like that. We've got a Monzimon and an Etamon again. We're not going to take this fight, honestly. What we could maybe do is just actually use one of our lower security levels, I think. In fact, let's just turn them off altogether. High security is just too convenient for us not to use. Until we figure out what we're doing, we can always turn it back off. Now, I don't think we can get past the bus right now, which means that we're coming directly south to see what we can find. Okay, never mind, that's blocked off now as well. So where are we going? We can't get past that either. So that doesn't leave us a lot of options. I guess we're going back the way then? Let's head down here and have a look. We can't go directly south, but we can actually go along and down the way. Alright, cool. So we're going back down to kind of where we came in, the entrance area. Warp point we're not going to use at present because there's nothing we really need to go back for. We could bring Alphonse out of the party and make sure that he's ready to go with us, but honestly, he's very low level as well. Wow, okay, so we actually have a substantial boss to fight against here. We've got Emamon again, and 2 Vaidmon. This is probably going to be a really good boss for XP. Now, luckily, Charlie is going to be absolutely insane here, so before anything kicks off, let's try and get off as much DPS as possible. Yep, we finished the 2 side guys, and that leaves Ebamon in the centre. Now, what can we do here that would actually make this fight go faster? Let's just use a Holy Light. Honestly, it would have been better for us to use our Comet ability here, I think, but maybe it wouldn't have mattered because of the type debuff. That leaves McBug up next. Can we just kill you with a regular attack? I think with the combo we definitely can, so that answers that question. Nice one. And how much XP do we get for this one? 4,000? 4,700? Not bad. Means that some of the smaller guys and Chuck also benefit, so that's kind of cool. Alright. Now that we've done another one of these kind of mediocre kind of fights, that means the bus gets out of the way. So we have to obviously head back around to the bus. What I think we'll do is I'll just make my way around there and I'll hit you guys up. Or can we just go straight up? Would that be too easy? Are you gonna block me, game? No. Looks like we don't have to meet back up. So let's save our game in here right when we're next to the Wi-Fi point, and that means that if we need to come back after we lose this boss fight, we can use this area to grind in or maybe even go somewhere fresh. But for the time being, let us strive forward. Here we have Crusadermon straight up, so we don't even have to fight Leopardmon. Now, the last time we fought against this chick, I can't remember what type she was. Let me just check real quick. Is she inside our field guide? Let's have a look in here. Crusadermon. Are you in here somewhere, my honey? Yeah, you are. So you are obviously virus type. Okay. So let's head back round to our digis and we can organise this party in a manner that we will be strong enough to basically defeat this bitch. Why don't we bring Yang with us, and we will also bring Phil. I like having Phil down the bottom for some reason and Charlie in the middle. Let's do this and see how this fight goes. Now, Yang might get one shot. If this fight begins and she's not completely good to go, then if she doesn't get a turn to use her abilities first, she might just get one shot. That's something that we kind of have to anticipate. Whether this is going to be a straight up fight against Crusadermon, I am not sure, but let's find out. I got tired of waiting, says Crusadermon. Look how fucking angry Yuko looks right now. That's like my girlfriend when she hasn't been fed within like a couple of hours. She just gives me this glare across the room, and yeah, Yuko's looking pretty angry right now. Humans suffer from extreme misunderstandings. I rather welcome your arrival, because you'll clean up this unsightly trash. Alright. I'll never forgive you. You killed my father, says Yuko. Laying it on thick here. Putting everything out on the line. Like a black flame, like a serpent in the grass, Kishibe's ambition, desire, envy. Her passion affected my thoughts as well. We Digimon realise how dangerous humans can be. I experienced this firsthand. Then that means that Miss Ree's urge to kill my father ended up changing you. And then we've got an evil laugh by Crusadermon here. Still, her emotions aren't that bad after all. The utter rush I get when I trample puny, weak humans like you. The agony of death when your spirit is crushed. All of these things make me mad with glee. Alright, Crusadermon. How about you put your money where your mouth is and show us what you've got, because I'm kind of getting a bit tired of talking to you. The source of the original sin which led the world to destruction was still you humans. Yeah, you've told us a million times, honestly. We didn't mean to fucking set soul slugs all over your world, alright? That wasn't our intention. We just wanted to make an online place that we could go and hang out with our buds. You all came to the digital world 8 years ago and brought an unprecedented calamity upon us. Original sin, calamity? What are you talking about? Oh god. Wait, we came to the digital world? Is this when we were in child form when they were doing that experiment? Maybe this is actually important. Were we robbed of our memories like Yamashina was? And then 8 years ago, obviously 8 years ago is what Arata was referring to earlier on as well. My brother came down with Eden syndrome, the Eden beta test. There were 5 children who participated, so Yuko's starting to piece the dots together. Obviously, those 5 children were people very familiar to us. You finally realised what I'm getting at. That said, the past and the truth are meaningless. Your future cannot be changed. Your despair, your fate of destruction cannot be changed. You tread but one path. Alright, are we good to go? Alright, let's see round 2 Crusadermon. What has she got cooking for us? So straight off the bat, she gets 3 turns in a row and she's going to buff on her first one. Intelligence and attack go up. Hail Crusher is AoE, but because we are all virus or vaccine rather, we don't take too much damage. Now I'm looking at when we're going to get Yang to take a turn, which is quite far down the list, but for the time being, let's see what we can do here. So Charlie, Strike of the 7 Stars is AoE, so I think we're just going to straight up use Holy Light. Because she has, oh, that's actually quite a lot of damage, Charlie. Nice job. Considering she's just buffed her intelligence, so she has that extra resistance, she doesn't look intimidating at all, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of scared how much damage Great Tornado's going to do. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, 1,100 damage. So far, we've used 2 abilities and we've got her down to half HP. So unless she does something extremely, extremely big right now, this fight looks a little underwhelming to me. Even without the death pen this time around, I don't think we would have to. I don't think we'd have to be scared. Now, Holy Light would be a great ability to use here, but that being said, I want to see how much damage Chaos Degradation does here. Let's have a look and see. So Yang putting on the DPS, 341, not that much. Would have been great if we could have used Yang at the beginning of the fight, but obviously her speed is not quite up to par. Let's use Strike of the 7 Stars this time around and see what we can get. Wow, we're absolutely demolishing this bitch. She's going to be dead on like our next turn. Why was this so easy? What's going on? Here we go. Full. Is that it? Are we done so with this fight? Let's just make sure. Let's drop a Comet Hammer right in her fucking head, because there's nothing that says I love you like a big boulder. Alright. So, for whatever reason, we pick up 8,000 XP for that fight. We pick up 30k yen, which is becoming the norm these days. And another memory up. Crusadermon! Why were you so easy? Perfect Revival is Charlie's new skill. I didn't even know Charlie could learn any moon abilities. Now that he's hit level 80, he picks up this, which I'm guessing when you revive someone who is currently knocked out in the battle, they're going to go back to full HP. Just a guess, but wow. Obviously, Phil and Charlie are extremely, extremely powerful at this point, so maybe that's why that fight went a little easier than I thought, but holy shit. So far, Bancho Leomon and even Examon were tougher fights than that. Even Crusadermon, the last time we fought against her in her regular form. Anyways, I'm talking about how easy she was, and yet here she is laughing manically. What does she have up her sleeve? Why was that fight so straightforward? What's going to happen here? She doesn't look like she's upset anyway, so maybe we're not completely done so. We should try to contact Kyoko. Okay, sure. No answer. The Digivice isn't responding. Why were we suddenly scared that Kyoko was in danger? Is Crusadermon going to cause some mischief? And come to think of it, Yuko is gone. I wonder if she went back ahead of us. That must be it. That must be it. Or that must be it. What must be it? I guess we're assuming that she's went away home ahead of us. What is going on? There was 2 glimmers there as we left. Digital shift. Oh, we're still here. Maybe we didn't leave. What is going on? The pathway goes on. Let's press forward. All we can do... Yep. I mean, sure. All the answers are the same at this point. Alright, guys. Let's keep going. Should we save our game here? Can we save our game here? That's the question. We can. Alright, let's do it. We're not going to end our episode here, honestly, because I'm kind of intrigued and I want to find out what's through here. Whether there's pages and pages of dialogue, I have no idea, but we're going to carry on. Now, this area was exactly the same as the last area. Are we just going to continuously run through here? Okay, 3 screens of nothing, and now we have a young girl with pink hair, a young boy with dark hair, another person, which may or may not have been one of the Yugos. Why do we look so down and in the dumps right now? We've got this kind of slow, sloth-like kind of approach as we walk up the lane. Child, hey, are you okay, Wolfie? Hello? This looks a bit more bright and cheerful. Huh. Are we getting a bit of backstory here, folks? Come on, hurry up, says the small girl with the pink hair. Don't just walk off on your own. Listen to me, I'm older than you. We've got an Arata-like hairstyle over here on the left. Alright then, let's head that way. Eden really is freaking huge. Let's check out lots of different places. And we're just standing there like, what is going on? This is Eden 8 years ago. I met everyone during the beta test program. And I had a really good time. Sure. Alright. So here we are in what looks like beta version of Eden, where everything is a lot simpler. Now, before we actually run ahead, guys, I think we should probably wrap up our episode here, as sad as it is. I'm going to save our game once again, and we're basically going to wrap things up. Now, again, completely unaware of what the schedule is going to be over the next week or so. So whether there's 2 episodes today or not, I have no idea, but hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Crusadermon got fucking absolutely demolished. Nowhere near as difficult as some of the other fights. I mean, if we have a look, just to make sure, in our options, we are still on battle difficulty, still on hard, so it's not like we've changed that or anything like that. I think our party is just incredibly strong. Obviously, we had the type advantage as well. What with Charlie being level 80, obviously it doesn't hurt as well. So, with all that being said, guys, I look forward to what's coming next. We are dead stuck in the center of our end game, so I'm hoping that what is to come is really, really exciting. So when you guys come back for that, I hope to see you then, and we'll have a good time. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you lots. Bye.